Hello everybody, this is the second video for section 7.5. In the first video we talked about the idea of what a trigonometric function is. You take the trig function of an angle and it equals a ratio of two sides in a right triangle. And so we talked about the tangent ratio. So the tangent of an angle, we'll just call it A, is the opposite leg divided by the adjacent leg of a right triangle. So, in this examples here, it says find the value of x to the nearest tenth. So, we're going to concentrate on the acute angle. Not of the right angle, but of the acute angle. We're going to take the tangent of 50 degrees, and that will equal the opposite leg, which is 13, divided by the adjacent leg, which is x. So now, we're trying to solve for x. And like I said towards the end of that video, we can't do anything with that 50 degrees. That stays in there. There is like a giant lockbox around that tangent of 50. All right, the tangent of 50, it's a number. Like I said before in that first video, the tangent of an angle, it is a ratio. That ratio never changed, okay? So, we're going to go to the calculator. Turn it on. There we go. Clear. Every time you start using the calculator, go to mode and make sure you are dealing with the proper degree measurement. Okay, this is 50 degrees, so I gotta scroll down, go over, so it's blinking on degree, and hit enter. Now my calculator's in degree mode. All right, so, oops, I need that still. I'm gonna quit that, secondary quit. And you see the tangent button, 2 above the 9. You're going to type in tangent of 50. And you just hit enter. Okay? It does not matter what the side lengths are. The tangent of 50 is that ratio of the two sides of a right triangle. No matter what the actual side lengths are, the ratio of two sides is 1.191753593, and it keeps on going forever. All right? That's the value of the tangent of 50. So, we're trying to solve this equation for x. You got to get it out of the denominator. So I'm going to multiply both sides by x. So we just have x times the tangent of 50 degrees equals 13, because those x's canceled each other out. Tangent of 50 is just a number. It's that 1.9 number. So to solve for x, I'm going to divide both sides by the tangent of 50. So we get 13 over the tangent of 50. Here's how we're solving for x. So to get x, I just need to go 13 divided by, and I've already got the tangent of 50 up there, so I'm just going to get that last answer from the calculator and hit enter. There's my length of x. And the question said round to the nearest tenth, so this is 10.9. There is my length of x using that trig ratio. Okay, this is how these work. All right, we always set it up the same way. Looking at this example here, got encroached on. The tangent of 24 degrees. We're always going to be dealing with the tangent of one of the acute angles in a right triangle. So, tangent of 24 degrees equals the ratio of the opposite side divided by the adjacent leg, which is x. So now we got really the same problem here. Multiply both sides by x. You get the x times the tangent of 24 to equal 9. And then we're going to divide both sides by the tangent of 24. So it ends up being 9 divided by the tangent of 24. So we go to our calculator. 9 divided by. I like to put parentheses around stuff just to make sure everything works right. Tangent 24. Close the parenthesis for the degree. Close the parenthesis for dividing by the tangent of 24. And hit enter. There's my x value. To the nearest tenth, 20.2. Okay. For number 7, same idea. Tangent of one of the acute angles. So the tangent of 62 will equal the opposite side, which is x, divided by the adjacent leg, which is 25. Now this one's easier to solve. It's one step. We're trying to solve for x. It's being divided by 25. So cancel that out by multiplying by 25. So x equals 25 times the tangent of 62. Again, nothing is going to touch that angle measurement. That 62 has nothing to do with the 25, and it will do nothing with the 25. You're going to go 25 multiplied by the tangent of 62. Okay? It's always nice to put that number in there first so the calculator doesn't think that you're taking the tangent of 62 times 25, which you're not. So do 25 times the tangent and then type in the angle. And we get an answer. That length of x is 47 well, rounded to the nearest tenth, that's 47.0. All right, that's the gist of these problems. So this last example, we got our acute angle of 43 degrees. All these trig functions all work the same way. Tangent of an angle equals the proper ratio. Tangent ratio is the opposite leg, 29, over the adjacent leg, x. All right, so to solve for x, multiply both sides by x, divide by the tangent of 43. And so to the calculator, 29 divided by tangent 43 degrees, hit enter, x is 31.1, rounded to the nearest tenth. All right, that's about as difficult as this gets. Okay, we're just dealing with the tangent ratio. Some of the problems that you might see is asking you to find the area of a right triangle, so you're going to use the tangent ratio to find either the base or the height, and then you can use your area formula. Some of the other problems ask you to actually draw in a couple of segments, and we'll talk about them in class when you get to that assignment. But this is it. The tangent of an angle equals opposite leg divided by the adjacent leg. Wherever your variable lies, you solve for it like we did in these couple of examples. That's it. Have a good night.